from Brighton in East Sussex and the number 2 seed, Bigger Brother.
Crowd favourites with little Joe and Ellie Watts on board.
It's been a long time coming, and the path starts again here. Last time you got to number 2, second place. This is the first battle, 4 robots, Riptilion, the Carrot, as I like to call it, and Major Tom. Any of those pose problems?
Hang on, Major Tom was our partners in the tag team.
Forget about the past. Stop being so nice.
They made us lose.
It's flipping toss-tastic, mate. A nightmare in metal, so say the Watts family. Indestructible with a huge CO2 flipper. Only Razor in the grand final could beat this in the last series.
From turf, Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Killer Carrot on the left, Rob Engelbright the driver, Henry Ryan captains Major Tom. And, oh, goodness me, they're all over the place there together. But anyway, Bigger Brother there, second from the right, is Ian Watts, the driver, and Riptilion's captain Jeff Graham was on the right. And in the arena, for the house robots, there is the mighty Mr. Psycho and Sir Killalot. Have ever 2 heavier house robots been in the arena together?
2, 1,
Let's see who moves first. Well, it's Killer Carrot attacking Major Tom, and at the top of your picture, Bigger Brother immediately making inroads in on Riptilion and shoving it underneath the hammer very nearly of Mr. Psycho. It needs to get out of there, Riptilion. The new boys need to get out of trouble. Major Tom under pressure from Killer Carrot, about to be flipped up and over. It has no streamer. Major Tom, Killer Carrot is... Oh! Down comes the hammer of Mr. Psycho. There goes Major Tom, being twisted and turned. The pit button has been activated. Down goes the pit. Bigger Brother looks very impressive. Beaten by Razor in the grand final last time. Defeated the likes of Hypno-Disc and Chaos 2 en route. It was a brilliant Bigger Brother. It's even better this time around. Major Tom, they know they're in trouble. You saw a shot there of Henry Ryan. Bigger Brother looks very effective again, this time taking on Killer Carrot. You can see the floor spinner there. Riptilion on the edge of it. Oh, down comes the hammer on Major Tom. They're not going to get out of there, I don't think. Henry and Arthur and John Morris, the Major Tom team. They're in the right pickle and Riptilion's on the edge. And finally in. Jeff Graham couldn't steer it away. They've gone down, Riptilion. Down comes the hammer of Mr. Psycho. It's not the quickest around the arena, but when he has you in his sights, oh, that hammer is genuinely awful. The Killer Carrot crew we're seeing there. The back of Adam Engelbright, just 9 years of age. Schoolboy. There's Rob controlling the machine. Major Tom just alive. Killer Carrot dancing the duel with Bigger Brother. Certainly has been the most effective. Now, is Major Tom alive? The ref bot thinks no. And is counting down Major Tom, which is about to go out in the heats for a 3rd time in Robot Wars. Major Tom, your campaign has ended. Bigger Brother, there's little 7-year-old Ellie Watts spinning away from Killer Carrot. We know these 2 are now through. They need to avoid any more damage, I would have thought. But they want to go out and win this fight, the battle of the school children. Adam, aged 9. The Bigger Brother team, Joe, aged 9. Ellie, aged 7. Down comes the drop zone weaponry. Hardly the most effective this time around. We've seen fridges drop, we've seen washing machines drop. We saw a shower of balls on Major Tom.
Major Tom, stripped of his stripes and demoted to private. Riptilion, the snake, slithered into the pit of its own accord. That leaves Killer Carrot and Bigger Brother. They'll be watching you in the next round.
Behemoth. That's tricky, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Flipper Man, what are you going to do with them?
Going to secret.
Oh.
Secret Behemoth overhearing.
Okay, well that's fair enough. But are you frightened of them?
Yes, they're...
You are, aren't you?
They're squibbly.
I'm going around the other side now.
Behemoth.
They're the Behemoth team then, in that control pod together. Anthony, Michael, Pritchard and Kane Aston. In the middle, Kane.
Bigger Brother.
Out comes Bigger Brother. The number 2 seeds. Ian Watts is driving. The flipper man, Joe Watts, and Ellie, his sister, alongside him.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Shunt. Double trouble from those bulldozer buckets. And Sir Killalot, the claws and the lance.
3, 2, 1.
Bigger Brother. Only Razor stopped them last time. Behemoth getting the front bucket scoop though. Oh, into action very early on, and Bigger Brother's in trouble in the CPZ. Oh, brilliant self-righting. Magnificent stuff from Ian Watts driving. What a quick flip Bigger Brother has. Very deft, nippy across the arena, spinning a zero-turning circle. Over it goes again. Rights itself 96 kilos in weight, Behemoth 4 kilos heavier, with the waspish yellow and black stripes. The Bigger Brother just waiting its time to come in with a side attack because he knows he can get in underneath Behemoth's 3-centimetre yawning ground clearance and drive Behemoth against the arena sidewalls. Is he going to go out? The pit depress button has been released. Behemoth's in trouble now. What a great fight. This is it. Piggyback, and down you go. Oh, what a good battle that was. And Ellie and Joe Watts and Dan Ince can celebrate. Oh, the Pritchard boys and Kane Aston did well. A much better machine. But when they got in underneath, waited their moment and flicked Behemoth up, it was always going to be in trouble. Up it went. Bigger Brother clamped, drove on, and dumped them.
What a fantastic fight that was! Behemoth goes back to its pit. Bigger Brother, the second seed, are through! Look at that smiling face. That was a good fight, wasn't it?
Yes.
I bet your bottle went a bit at the beginning when they picked you up and threw you around like that.
Yes.
Did you enjoy that, Ellie?
Yes, really great.
Your dad's built a good robot, hasn't he? Do you do the weapons?
Yes.
So was it you doing the flipper?
Yes.
Well, you're really good at that, aren't you? Good timing.
Yes.
You're so good talking when we're back out there, but as soon as we get here, it's yes, no, yes, no. Dad,
Yeah, mate.
you got to go all the way this time?
Well, we've got to try and do one better, but we're going to do our best. Put it that way.
Yeah, the tactics worked for you, though.
Yes.
The robot's in good shape.
Thank you.
Everyone's scared to pieces of it. So,
Go.
And you. So let's hope you go all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigger Brother!
Bigger Brother team, fresh from victory, but about to go into the final, the Disc-O-Inferno. Okay.
Shades of last year, really, with Hypno-Disc.
People get very, very worried about that disc because it's a good disc. It's probably as good as Hypno-Disc.
Big, powerful spinner. But we have uprated ourselves. Oh, hang on, we've got it here. They've got to get through that.
Where are you going to put that then?
That lives all over the back of the robot. It's twice as thick as it was last year. And as you remember, Hypno didn't get through last year.
Yeah.
So
they shouldn't get through at the back.
theoretically, this is.
At the back?
Yeah, all right. There is a small flaw in the plan.
Tyres?
No, the tyres are all covered up, actually.
They're all covered
They're
up?
all covered up.
The front?
The front is thinner, but then it's more of an angle, so... Oh, hell, I don't know.
Joe, if they go near the front, what do you do?
We're going to flip her.
Thank you. OK, let's go and see what they say about that.
Bigger Brother.
They look very good, don't they? The number 2 seed, Ian Watts driving, Joe and Ellie with him.
Disc-O-Inferno.
And we've had service with a smile from Mark Marshall, Nick Willock and Oliver Reed-Smith.
Roboteers, stand by.
And in the arena for the house robots, Sir Killalot, huge and heavy and ominous. Shunt is in there again.
Three, 2, 1.
Don't forget, they're fighting for the one remaining series semi-final place. The Disc-O-Inferno boys feared it would be over very, very quickly. They need to stay in the centre of the arena, otherwise Bigger Brother will flip them straight out. And Disc-O-Inferno is trying a side-on attack. Now, Disc-O-Inferno is very vulnerable to attack from the rear. They realise that and quickly scuttled away from Bigger Brother. Did you notice that? They're trying basically to stay out of trouble. They get themselves in a right old pickle, Disc-O-Inferno. And they're on the arena sidewall. They've got Sir Killalot on one side, and they've got the Bigger Brother Flipper the other side. Talk about between a rock and a hard place. Oh! Bigger Brother's in there again and lifting Disc-O-Inferno up. Bigger Brother only once has failed to reach a series semi-final. And again, progressive, but Disc-O-Inferno is still in there fighting. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Flipperman! Little Joe Watts at the controls. And Bigger Brother with Joe at the weapons, ready to flip Disc-O-Inferno another time. 5 centimetres of ground clearance, Disc-O-Inferno, an Achilles heel to come into the arena with that sort of ground clearance. They're on the angle grinder. In drives Bigger Brother once again, on top throughout this heat final. What can Disc-O-Inferno do here? Just stay in there, I would think. Is their spinning disc still rotating? I don't think it is, really. Are the disco flashing lights still flashing? I don't think they are. Maybe flickering like their hopes, flickering only to fade. Bigger Brother somehow has released the pit. You can hear there the alarm, and it's just a matter of time, isn't it? Before the axe of shunt comes down, and it's the slow dance, the last dance of the night. And they chose to exit very quickly. Why not, eh?
What a fight! What a fight! Disc-O-Inferno dance out of the competition. Bigger Brother, they go through. That was good, wasn't it?
Yes, Dad.
What was your plan for the fight? What do you think you were going to try and do?
Well, flip him out of the arena.
Flip him out of the arena. You couldn't quite get hold of him, though, could you?
No, it was very slippery on the floor.
Yeah.
Not enough friction.
You're the second seed. Do you think you're going to go all the way?
Might.
Might.
We're in the semis. We might go for it.
Who are you scared of? I mean, because you're in the semis now. You've got robots like Terrorhurtz, Tornado, Hypno-Disc. Which one would you rather fight, and who would you like to avoid?
Hypno-Disc.
Yeah, it's a very destructive robot. What about you, Dad?
They have been worried, this lot. There's a strong spinner. They chopped up Killer Carrot earlier on.
They did. It was great and Carrot at the end, wasn't it?
I was really pleased their spinner broke early on.
Yeah.
I was really being chopped up as well.
What about the series semis? Who do you want to avoid, and who would you like to fight?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Take all comers now, do you think?
I have to, because sooner or later you're going to meet them anyway, so...
Yeah.
They're all horrible in their own ways. We fought some before,
Yeah.
so we know their strengths and weaknesses, and we just don't even like to think about it, really.
You're supposed to be the best, you've got to beat the best, haven't you?
Damn right.
You're the last of our semi-finalists, and good luck in the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Bigger Brother!
From Brighton, East Sussex, and the number 2 seed, Bigger Brother.
Runners-up last time, and it also has Little Joe and Ellie Watts.
Okay. Have you worked it out?
And we're against Dominator.
You're against Dominator. How do you feel about that? They've got quite a magnificent... Nervous.
Yeah.
They've got quite a magnificent axe, haven't they?
Yes.
We've seen it in action.
Virtually indestructible, they say, with the huge CO2 gas ram flipper. Good power and speed.
From Deal. Roboteers, stand by.
Bigger brother team. Ian Watts, son Joe, daughter Ellie. Crowd love them. Dominator 2. Chris Hall on the right-hand side there at the controls. Paul Tolliday and Peter Halloway with him. In the arena for the house robots, Sergeant Bash and Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
A classic axe meets flipper tail. Will it be a romantic ending? Down comes the axe of Dominator 2. Bigger Brother's armoury in the front is weaker than in previous series, but stronger around the back, and that flipper is so effective, and Dominator 2 is on its side. Now it can only effectively self-right if it uses the axe or gets a nudge from a helping friend. Bigger Brother turns friend. Dominator 2 becomes foe instantly, driving Bigger Brother into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, bossed by the house robot. Bigger Brother back on the offensive. This is a very good battle developing here. Very even. Bigger Brother can't get the flipper in. Offensively, down comes the axe, but missing of Dominator 2. The judges will have taken note. There the flipper works of Bigger Brother. At the controls, Ian Watts driving, but little Joe controls the flipper. He's 9. He loves his Harry Potter. He loves his computer games. He loves his Robot Wars. And there, Peter, Paul, and Chris Hall at the controls of Dominator 2. Down comes the axe onto the front lifter, the flipper of Bigger Brother, powered by CO2. Now we know that CO2-powered flippers have a shelf life. They can't go on throughout a battle or a heat, and Bigger Brother is in trouble from Sir Killalot. The Repbot looks on. Bigger Brother was absolutely awesome in its heat. Heat L, it beat Disc-O-Inferno, the very last heat to make this the series semi-final. And Bigger Brother, for me, this would be an upset. I thought they beat Dominator 2, I must admit, but they've turned turtle. They'll self-right very quickly, so there is still enough CO2 in there. Ian Watts driving, a lecturer by trade. But I'll tell you what, this has been a lesson he's learned from Dominator 2, and Bigger Brother is teetering on the edge of another CPZ, and the crumpling Sir Killalot comes out and tries to drive up and over Ellie Watts' Bigger Brother. Oh, goodness me, they know they're in trouble. Dominator 2, for me, has gone through. Well, they think so too. Oh dear.
Did you like that fight? Did you like that fight? A right Royal Rumble, that. Far too close to call. Gonna have to go to the judges while they're making up their minds. Let's see the highlights.
For the fight had gone Bigger Brother. Down came the axe of Dominator 2, and they were aggressive all the way through. Not too much damage caused. Style from Bigger Brother will have counted in its favour, and over went Dominator 2. So this was a good spell for Bigger Brother. But Dominator 2 forced their way on top with persistence, good aggression, and Bigger Brother got themselves trapped. And from then on, it was Dominator's fight for me. And you can see it written all over the Bigger Brother team faces there. They knew their machine was in peril.
The judges have made their decision based on style, control, damage, and aggression. Quite controversial, this. They've gone for Dominator 2! How are you, Ali? How do you feel?
Disappointing.
Was it disappointing, was it?
Yeah.
It's the look of the draw, though, isn't it? You know? You're not out yet, you know?
Yeah.
You've got the losers melee. Now, all the losers go into a melee, and the winner of that, they go through. So there's still hope. So, get down there and fix that robot.
I'll get my big hammer out then. Knock the holes out.
You're the second seeds, and we don't want to lose you. I tell you what, though, they did well, didn't they?
Very well. We lost our drive, but they were just keeping away from us.
But you were doing a lot of flipping. You flipped them quite a few times.
Yeah, Actually, they were driving rubbish.
A very graceful loser. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigger Brother.
The Bigger Brother team. There's another one. It's Meg. Hello, how are you?
All right.
You all right? Are you feeling nervous, Ellie?
Very.
Very. Joe, you're in charge of the flipper, as we know. Who are you most worried about? Is it Hypno-Disc or Spawn Again?
Hypno-Disc.
Why?
Well, he thrashed us last time we met, and we only won because we got him into the pit.
Hypno-Disc.
So can the Rose boys, Dave, Derek and Ken, fulfill their motto? Spin to win.
Bigger Brother.
Beat Hypno-Disc in the grand final eliminator, as we've heard. Lost to Razor in the grand final ultimate test.
Spawn Again.
Knows what it's like to go into a loser's melee in a semi-final. Lost to S3 in the Fifth Wars. There, the Bigger Brother team on the left-hand side, and Spawn Again on the right. Darren Haydenborn and Luke Chapman.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we like to keep him in there, is Mr. Psycho and Sir Killalot, the two heavyweights. 3 robots. Only one survives this loser's melee, while Spawn Again are quickly into the action, so maybe they've made repairs. And once again, they're trying to eliminate Hypno-Disc, the 2 flippers ganging up on the Rose boys here. Now let's see if that Rose family team has a little bit of a thorny attitude to come back. A Bigger Brother and Spawn Again. Spinning away, Hypno-Disc bashing and crashing, and I wonder if they've just knocked themselves into submission there. Hypno-Disc, yeah, you've just seen there the sign of reluctant submission. As they smashed against the arena sidewalls, something went in the controls, and they are out, Hypno-Disc. They are immobile. Only one of these 2 will survive now. Bigger Brother and Spawn Again. Hypno-Disc, you've gone. Go on, Sir Killalot, toss them out, do something with them nasty. Awful. So strong in previous Robot Wars, they'll have to make modifications on Hypno-Disc. Ooh, now what's happened there to Bigger Brother and Spawn Again? They're wedged together, piggyback style. Bigger Brother in underneath there. The flipper of Spawn Again, we're seeing Hypno-Disc being officially counted out by the ref bot. Spawn Again is still moving. Bigger Brother has activated the pit release, and Spawn Again got a flip in. Bigger Brother is reeling. Spawn Again in flipping. Have they jarred the mechanism, that 1 meter long flipper wide open? If so, Bigger Brother can take advantage and does. And Spawn Again are teetering on the edge of oblivion. The Hypno-Disc boys cheer, but the biggest cheer is for the Bigger Brother team. They go through, and we'll say bye-bye to Spawn Again. Bigger Brother 12s into night, and they continue through to meet Terrorhurtz in round 2 of this semi-final. What's going to happen to Hypno-Disc? Pit, 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 they cry. Hey! Bashing and a crashing, and down they come. Almost a nod of approval there, as if to say, well, we know that our machine has run its course and we need to make huge changes to Hypno-Disc, a brave battler of yore.
Spawn Again, the 10 seeds out in the losers melee. Hypno-Disc, the 4th seeds out of the losers melee. Bigger Brother, the robot with the little people, in through the back door. Bigger Brother, they go through.
Terrorhurtz.
They've done brilliantly to get this far. Driving John Reed in the centre there. Dominic Parkinson on the right at the weapons control.
Number 2 seed, Bigger Brother.
And the crowd pleasers, the Watts family. Bigger Brother represented by Ian there on the right, Joe in the middle and Ellie on the left. They've grown up with Robot Wars. Grown up, only tiddlers still.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, the mighty Shunt with the double bulldozer blades, and Sergeant Bash, the flame, the pincers, the attitude, really. The last place in the grand final is up for grabs. Down comes the axe of Terrorhurtz. Will the unseeded Terrorhurtz make it through, or will Bigger Brother, seeded number 2 for Robot Wars the Sixth Wars, survive at the moment? It's Terrorhurtz on top and driving on there. Brilliant attack from Terrorhurtz. The improved weaponry has made such a difference, and Bigger Brother is rocking and reeling. But what's happened to Terrorhurtz now? Is it mobile? Is Bigger Brother mobile? Well, oh no, says little Joe. Something's happened. He tries to get the controls out of Dad Ian's hands. Bigger Brother is in massive peril here. They're in all sorts of trouble. Terrorhurtz drives on. This could be a mighty upset, and they've got it going again. They've got it going again, Bigger Brother. Oh, they're like living on the edge, don't they? They've come through this far through the losers' melee. They're now in a CPZ, and Terrorhurtz is still on top. But both are in the CPZ, so the house robbers can come in. Shunt with the axe, Sergeant Bash with the flame. Bigger Brother is now cornered, literally. And surely seconds away from oblivion. Terrorhurtz, all you've got to do is stay out of trouble. Don't try and put the icing on the cake, Terrorhurtz. They've depressed the pit release button. They need to stay away from trouble because we know Bigger Brother. Oh look, look at the faces. They're being counted out, Bigger Brother. Tears at the end of it all. For the runners-up in the last series, Bigger Brother, go no more. Terrorhurtz unseeded through to the grand final. What happened? Hats off to Terrorhurtz. They have axed the number 2 seeds. All that's left, the last rites for a terrific machine that had its problem against Dominator 2 in the very first round of this semi-final. And never recovered. Improved Bigger Brother, but not good enough. The floor flipper rolls it into submission. Was it a control problem all along for Bigger Brother? We'll have to wait and see. I didn't expect to see this, I'll tell you. Bigger Brother in the pit. Came into this semi-final looking so strong. It was Terrorhurtz, stronger.
Cease.
What a turn-up for the books! Bigger Brother, the second seed, the beaten finalists in the last war, pulverised by Terrorhurtz! Terrorhurtz, they go through! Joe, you made the final last time. You haven't quite made it this time. What went wrong for you there? What do you think?
A power failure.
You were just completely immobilised, weren't you?
Yes.
You came out, you tried to flip him, but it looked like you couldn't. His axe is so quick. Every time you tried to flip, his axe was coming down, and there was like a stalemate there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know. Ellie's a bit too upset to talk to me, aren't you, Ellie? It's okay, don't you worry.
Oh, elephant.
Don't you worry.
Mate.
What went wrong?
I haven't a clue. We had a complete power failure. Something's fallen off. The beating rattled something loose. So when we find out what's fallen off, we'll nail it down tighter.
Well, the kids are gutted, but it's,
Yeah,
we
they'll be all right.
know we love to have you on Robot Wars.
Thanks,
and
mate. We'll be back, don't you worry.
Yeah,
You won't get rid of us that easily.
We don't want to get rid of you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Bigger Brother!